Pandas. Pandas. Pandas, 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 pandas. Come on, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, everybody. Whoa. You guys have little crowns next to your name. Kevin Mack with a crown #1. Joe Martin, crown #2. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I wonder if that means anything, if you get anything from that. Top fan. Oh, you guys are my top fans. Oh, I appreciate it. Interesting. I've never seen this before. You get 25 XP. Whoa, you're getting experience. Interesting. As the first two people who chat, they get XP. Oh, I don't know. Actually, whoa, interesting. I'm not sure what all this means. Pablo Escobar. Appreciate you guys joining. Market's about to open, pandas. We're pretty much right in the middle of previous day's close and the previous day's low. Let's see if we can make something happen here. I'm thinking we're going to come back to the previous day's close just because usually gaps fill. But we shall see. We shall see. Good morning, everybody. Market's about to open 1 minute. Let's see where we got news today. News at 8:15, ADP non-farm, employment change, 8:15. That happened around here. Oh, you see this big spike here. I mean, I guess you could have passed any eval with that spike. So congratulations if you took that news. Pandas, market's about to open in about 10 seconds. Let's do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go, pandas. Markets are open. Here we go. Pandas, let's get that bamboo. We're in this channel right now. Pandas! Hope everyone's doing amazing. Let's see if we can get a quick scalp here right off the bat. Whoa, this looks like it's just making a beeline to fill the gap on the 5-minute chart. Feels like I just short. I definitely will try here. Feels like I just short. Shall we try? Big bear bar. Oof. Not looking too shabby. It's coming off our trend line now. Okay, it's a small risk. I'll try here. Small risk. Let's see. Maybe we can get something good here. Coming off our trend line, making a beeline to fill the gap. Reverses immediately. It's too painful. Goodness gracious. And reverses like seriously immediately. It's actually crazy. Let's see if we can make some bamboo here. Oh, making a second entry long. Are we getting a chance to make some bamboo with the second entry long here? It doesn't look like it. Second entry long triggers. Woo! Get a nice push up. Let's see if we get any more. I feel like if we break this low, I mean, we got to get out, right? If we break this low, we got to get out. This seems like the right thing to do here. Whoa, it's reversing. It's ranging now. It's getting choppy. Very choppy here, unfortunately. I thought we were going to make a beeline to fill the gap, but unfortunately not. We're going to get stopped out here. It's all good, pandas. I thought it was worth the chance, worth the try with a clear target above. I will try again to go long if we do get another push-up. Just got very choppy here. Second entry long, nice push-up, makes a new high. But that's all you get. That is all you get today. Let's see. 2,500 tick trap. I guess I got to go with one here and try. Just one here and try. Let's get another second entry long here. All right, fail second entry short on the 2,500 tick chart. I mean, I got to try at least with one contract. I got to try with at least one. Fill the gap here. I think it's going to do more than fill the gap, but we'll see. Nice strong bull bar here. Going with one contract. Misses the gap by a tick. Absolutely insane. If it misses the gap by a tick, it is what it is. If it misses the gap by a tick, it is what it is. I'm going to hold. Hold! I should look for a 1-to-1 to be honest here. I should look for a 1-to-1 to be honest. Let's look for that 1-to-1. I think we're good for a 1-to-1 at least here. That higher low could not push up. I mean, you're thinking right there it's like such a good setup to fill the gap, but it does not happen actually. Yikes. It seems like such an obvious place to go long, and it didn't. It didn't touch the previous day's close. We still have a gap open here. Doesn't have to fill the gap. I'm only a one contract. I'm not all in here, but certainly very possible we fill the gap here, but possibly not with this price action. It's starting to, or a couple missed it by a couple ticks, and it can just reverse here. Why not? Market can do whatever it wants. Truly can do whatever it wants. Big bear bar on the 2500 tick chart. Let's see if we can make something happen here. We're going to try with another contract to go long. Second entry long here. Okay. Bad signal bar. Could just be a rough day for me today. Just lose a couple right off the bat. Missed the gap by a couple ticks here. I'm still trying. I think we can hit it, but we'll see. It's pretty brutal on the 5-minute chart. It's a huge wick on the 5-minute chart. A huge wick on the 5-minute. Couldn't fill the gap. Missed it by a couple ticks. Absolutely insane that we missed it by a couple ticks here. We'll try. Let's see. Second entry long. Let's see if we can get that gap fill. Well, okay, we're in. And we can put this here now. I think we can move. We can reduce our risk now at this point, because wow, insane. I'll go long again here. Another contract. The fact that trap failed. Clear target above. Very clear target above. Let's see if we can run one. Wow. Having a real tough time filling that gap. Ooh, it's not gonna let me take out break. It's not gonna let me take my risk off. It's surely not gonna take my risk off. All right, we're still good. We are still good. Let's hit the gap. We missed it again. Micro double top on the gap there. Absolutely insane. I mean, it is what it is. This is gonna just tell us the character of today's. All right, there it is. Oh my goodness, I thought I was gonna micro double top there for a second. We do have one runner here, pandas. We do have one runner here. That's absolutely incredible what just happened. I can't believe it. You got a fail second entry long. We missed a gap by a tick here. It looked like it was going to reverse very hard, but instead it just blasts off here. Are we in the trade of the day? Doesn't look like it. I thought we had a nice runner going here, but it looks like it's about to die. All good. We got the main portion of our trade already. Okay, it looks like the gap just wants to fill. Maybe reverse from here. That also makes sense. I completely understand. If it does miraculously, if this ends up not coming back to take my runner out and we just keep blasting off, then I'll take that too. Strong bull day today, maybe. Maybe strong bull day today. That'd be crazy. That'd be very nice. Looking for that 1-to-1 at least here. I mean, I'm gonna swing trade this, right? I'm gonna swing this stop loss. I'm certainly gonna swing it. Let's see if we can get something nice from this swing. The 2500 tick chart looks very bullish. 5-minute chart, who knows? Still trying to decide on the 5-minute. Pandas! We're just getting started. We're up. We're up a good amount here. We're up a good amount. Woo! All right. Let's keep this. Let's keep running this, pandas, right? Like, we'll just keep moving our stop loss at every pivot low, previous pivot low, once we break the previous pivot high. So we see if a big push up, and we got a reversal down, right? We got a leg down. That's creating the pivot low. And when we break this high, then I move it to this pivot low. And if we break now this high up here, I'm going to move it to whatever pivot is created here. But we'll see. We need another reversal up. And that's how I'm swing trading this. And this helps me like try to potentially get as much as I can from the runner. And also protect some profits here. It's not much profits, but some profits. Better than nothing. But the idea, the bigger idea is this: if we break this low, then the uptrend might be done. You know what I'm saying? That's the bigger idea of why we use the stop loss. Right? It's more like the fact that uptrend is probably done if we break this pivot low, because we're no longer making higher highs and higher lows. We effectively broke this low, so most likely made a lower high and a lower low. That's the main reason why we manage our trades like this. So if we break this pivot high, then I'm moving my stop loss to this pivot low. It's like easy peasy, right, Panda? It's very mechanical. We got to break that high first. We haven't broken it, as you can tell. And this could be like a huge runner. We'll see. Okay. So now it's creating an opportunity for a second entry long. Second entry long here. Let's see if we get anything from this. Should I go in heavy here? Nah, I'll just wait. It's going kind of sideways. I already have my runner, so I'm just let my runner do its job here. It's a bad signal bar. Bad signal bar. We can't break a previous candle's high yet. Struggling to do so. This could be where the reversal happens. Right now, we look for the fail second entry long. Right, people who took it here took it a little too early. We did not test the main resistance. Now we tested the main resistance. In fact, we broke through it, and now we want to find a reversal here if we can find one. This is where you find the reversal. Look at this big push down here. All right, looks like my runner. This is the end of my runner's life. All good. I got my bamboo where I needed to get it to. And I believe what today will be my, well, I'll go over everything that's happened. All right, so my runner didn't go very far. It's reversing now. So this is a good place to reverse. If we can find a fail second entry long here, I'll look for a reversal because we hit a major key area. And now we're reversing off of it. We got a break of trend to new high. And we got a failed. All right, so this is right here. This is where we look for the reversal. Let's see if we can get one. Let's see if we can get one here. Or this can blast off, keep going up. Strong bull bar ending on its high. Very interesting. Unfortunately, I mean, if it goes up, then I just got like, I got sniped. I got tick shotted right there for sure. It's not looking bearish to me. That's not looking bearish at all. That is not looking bearish. Right, the trap fails like pretty much immediately. That is not looking bearish, right? We're clearly above the 20 MA, bull bar, and the EMA is rising up. So it does not look bearish right now. This could go down, but this setup does not look bearish to me. It does not look bearish. I mean, it could go down, but it's kind of tricky. It's very tricky here. We let the candle finish, but it looks bullish almost. Another failed reversal here. We are making lower highs and lower lows currently, right? Technically we are. Okay, this might be the push down. I would like some confirmation at this point because this right here did not look very bearish. But with a strong bear bar, then things can easily change. Again, hard time just breaking the low here. If we can't even break this low, then this is absolute failure. Yeah, this is second entry long now. It keeps trying to push down, but creating these big tails now, as you can see. These tails are not favorable for the bears, in my opinion, because they're all closing above the 20 MA. How we actually break above the previous candle's high. Wow, wowie, wowie, wowie. Ah, man, that's wild. I guess. You know what? I'm gonna sit on my pause here a little bit. I'm gonna sit on my pause here a little bit. I'm gonna sit on my pause here a little bit. From my belief, let me just double check because I don't want to give any false information. I don't want to even. I just want to know for myself. Let's see. Let me double check here. I gotta see how many green days we had in the last. Yesterday, one. This graph thing is so stupid in Apex. It's just so terribly made. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When did I request my payout? I requested it on okay. Oh wow, it really did take shot. I mean, that's incredible. It is what it is now. It's all fine. It was a runner. It was a runner. Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, just double checking, is, whoa, Kringle! Thank you for your support. Thanks for becoming a panda. Everyone's realizing they're getting little crowns as as they're chatting. It's pretty. I don't know. I guess it's keeping track of like all the people who've. Yeah, I don't know. Kevin Mack is number one though. YL just took the crown as number one. Was there a giveaway? Did I just win something? No, you actually, yes, you won the pride of being the number one supporter. Kevin Mack was number two. Now he's number one. I have no idea what's happening, but congratulations. Let me just say good morning to a couple of my pandas here. Kevin Mack, good morning. Joe Martin, good morning. Pablo, good morning. Rohan, good morning. YL, good morning. Ismail, good morning. Ima, good morning. Kringle, good morning. Ralph Freeze, good morning. Kevin Mack, welcome everybody. Wayne Obstrucato or good morning everybody. Good morning. Bujul. Good morning, Day Trader. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Let me just go a couple of your questions here. Ralph Reed, what's the scoop on setting a Rhythmic account with TPT when I already have a Rhythmic account with Apex? TPT help seems to be stumped. Interesting. You know what? I don't use Rhythmic for TPT. I just use Tradeovate. And if you have to log in both, that is a good question. I'm not sure. You need multiple logins. Interesting. I just use Tradeovate because it's just I didn't have to run into that issue. Interesting. If you find out, let me know. I'm not sure. What's wrong with your P&L? I'm not sure what's wrong with my P&L. What is wrong with my P&L? What's something wrong with my P&L? Ismail says NQ or ES Panda, and also why did you switch to mostly NQ? NQ. Uh, NQ because I was tired of ripping my eyes out trading the E-mini. It was just too slow. Too slow. No volatility. I could not handle it. I needed something a little more volatility. My trading time is very short with all y'all, and I need more volatility so I can find more opportunity trading with everyone here. Wayne asks, what instrument is this? Is the NQ? We call it the Nascraq, but it's the Nasdaq. It's NQ. Once you Nascraq, you can't go back. Exactly. Tate, good morning. What number am I? You're no number, man. You have no number. I guess it only gives you 1, 2, 3, but if you click on the crown, you can see like where you at, where you rank, your rankings here. What are the rankings based on? I have no clue. I have no clue, but you got rankings. Your guys are gaining XP as you're chatting. You guys are gaining XP as you're chatting. This market's getting very choppy now. Fortunately, it did tick shot me. It took out the previous swing low, which is just filthy, and then it's blast off. So it is what it is. Second entry long here. Actually, not a bad trade. Sorry, I was kind of distracted here. That's actually not a bad trade here. If it comes back down, maybe I'll try. It's going away. It's going away without me. Going to previous week's close here now. We do got a gap above. Quite far away to fill, but it's there. There's a gap above. Two strong bull bars in a row. Okay, I mean, I'll take the higher low as well. Okay, I'll actually pan this before I do anything. You guys are asking more questions. Let me see. What else is? You're not a queen like us, Tate. COD XP, absolutely worthless. Market has wall hacks. You know what? It's actually a good way to put it. They somehow have wall hacks and they could take out your stops perfectly here. You know, if I had my stop loss at break even, I would still be alive in this trade. Maybe I got a little too conservative, but that's typically how I would take this, how I would run this. I protected a little bit bamboo, so I'm happy about that. We're up 324. Let me see. Do you think tomorrow's a make or break? If it's CPI, then 8:30, the non-farm payroll. Wait, is it non-farm payroll? No, it's non-farm employment change, unemployment rate. ISM service PM. It's a tough one. I'm not sure. If you want to, you could try. It really is 50-50, but if you can wait, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it tomorrow. You have FOMC meeting minutes next week, and yeah, I don't know. The week after that is probably better with this core CPI, but It's tough to say. It's tough to say. Higher low here. Do I like the higher low? Before doing so, I'm going to make some changes to my trade copier before I make any more trades here. All right. So what I'm doing now, pandas, if you see my accounts, I have like two sets of accounts. I have accounts, the top 11 accounts. If you look on the left of the screen, you can see all my accounts. I show everything all the time. Super transparent, blah, 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 super vulnerable, blah, 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 but hey, at least we're making some bamboo pandas, you know what I mean? Uh, one, top 11 accounts are above, $60,000. And I did counting today. Today is the fifth positive trading day with $50 or more. So from here on out, all I need to do, right, I started on Wednesday. Let me just double check. I started last Wednesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. I started last Wednesday, and with last Wednesday, from today, we're able to trade 5 days more than $50. So that means these are essentially locked in for max payouts. I just need to flip 2 more days, tomorrow and also on Monday, because Friday and Monday will count as one trading day. That's how Apex does it. Why? I have no clue. I do have a clue, but ultimately that's just how they do it. What can you do about it? And I just have to wait till Monday to do my last trading day, and on Monday evening I can request a payout on the top 11 accounts. And the reason I'm doing so is because that's $30,000 in the bank. That's $30,000 in the bank. So I no longer need to trade the top 11 accounts. I don't need to trade them anymore. I can't. Well, I do have to trade them, but I just have to flip accounts or flip a contract. Just have to flip a contract essentially to get the next the other 2 trading days. So I changed my trade copier. Now all I'm doing is trading the bottom 6 accounts. The bottom 6 accounts are up 7,000. In order for me to request payouts, I need them to be above 8,000. So these accounts I'm still trading I need to trade very actively still, and I need to trade these accounts very actively because I still haven't made my the amount I need in order to request a payout. All right. It's getting a little choppy here. Getting a little bit choppy here. Second entry low, but beneath the 20 MA. The 2500 tick chart is making higher highs and higher lows, a bunch of them. Right, basically, after the trap, we just never broke a previous candle's low here. So you keep swinging this. We might find the previous day's close as a magnet today. We make a micro double top, so I'm not in a trade here. If it's a fail second entry long, I would have been interested to come back to the previous day's close here. I would be interested in doing that, actually. Let's try. Let's try 2. So for me, what's more important is to secure the profits, right, in order to get payouts on the top 11 accounts we have. Like, for me, what I want to do is I want to protect that 30K. So I want to protect that 30K. And then after 30K, then we're going to start trading them again. Right? For me, it's more important to try to get the money out of Apex as soon as possible, then like I mean, virtually there's no reason for me to keep trading these accounts. I just risking to get them to get busted or or to a point where I can't even request a payout. So if they're safe to get payouts, and plus if I get payouts on these, like the accounts are gonna be super healthy. They're gonna be at like 59,000. 59,000. I basically still 9,000 profits in them, and I really could just trade. I could really just scalp it out, to be honest. I could really just scalp it out 8 days or 5 days, and then just flip 3 days on the account still, and still able to request max payouts again. The only problem by doing that is then the counts are gonna be like they're gonna be a little lower than I would like, but you know, at least I'll secure like technically if I wanted to, I could secure $60,000 at this point. I could really secure 60,000 with the top 11 accounts, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's for it creates poor content, but you know what? I don't even need to trade those accounts. I could trade the bottom and still create content. So the bottom nine, the bottom nine accounts, bottom half accounts, whatever you want to say. We're just going completely sideways here. I guess the question is, if I get payouts on the top 11 accounts I have, would that be considered two payouts? Like in my challenge, I'm trying to get to six payouts. Well, nah, it won't be, right? Because I want to get six payouts of max accounts, right? That makes sense, right? Like I want to get six payouts with 20 accounts. So I cannot consider that a second payout yet until I get payout on all my accounts. Thing is, I don't even need max payouts. Technically, I can get the min payout and it will still be considered a payout. Confusing. I'm not sure what's happening here. So yesterday, I requested payouts on the bottom nine accounts, and um, I didn't realize, but Apex basically, before you can even request a payout, they will not allow you to request a payout if you break the positive 30% consistency rule. I put a post up yesterday showing a screenshot of what the message looks like, but basically they tell you like all the days that you've made too much money and what percentage they are with your account balance. So um, some people might not like that, but honestly, I think it's a very good thing. Like I didn't know that. I've never really broken the positive 30% consistency rule, I guess, until now. So I never seen that message, but they tell you right away, so you don't have to waste time requesting the payout, them looking it over and denying you anyways. A few days later, it's they just don't even allow you to request a payout unless you first unless you unless you are not breaking the 30%. Because from what I understand, I think that is the only that's the only thing they check before you can request payout. The negative 30% consistency rule. It seems like it takes a little more time to do that, so they don't do that automatically. Which I feel like they should. If they're gonna make it a hard rule, they might as well include that as a pre-check before you even request a payout. In my mind, actually no, they can't because they have to ding you. Because if they stop you from that, there's no way to make it up, right? The negative 30% consistency rule is based on the days the your account balance of the day. So it doesn't matter how high you make your accounts, it's because if it's already broken, you cannot do anything about it because it's based on the same day of trading, the open. So they cannot administratively. So unless they change the rule where it's like it's not based on the day, it's based on your account profits, which makes a lot more sense to me. It's kind of stupid, but it makes a lot more sense to me that they do that way. But it is what it is. Actually, no, I mean, actually, it doesn't really make sense that way. No, I understand. I understand why Apex is doing it. If they genuinely are trying to train their traders to have good risk reward, the best way to do it is based off the current day open account profits, right? Because that's where you base off your risk of the day. So that makes sense. All right. Sorry, I'm rambling here, but I'm just kind of thinking aloud. Hope that makes sense. If none of that makes sense, then just ignore it. Just ignore everything I said. So a big reason why I wanted to request payouts is because I knew that I already broke the negative 30% consistency rule. So I wanted to hurry up and get dinged so I can start my 8 trading days again. But what's happening now is that because I can't even request a payout, I have to get my counts high enough so I can actually request a payout so it can get denied. Like I know my next payouts can get denied on my bottom half. It's because the counts got so low, like it was virtually impossible not to break the negative 30% consistency rule. Like the counts were so low at a certain point, like I just I had to take a little more risk to get the counts up. BPCF says my friend made over $2.50 over the 30% and denied him. That's weird. Why? Why would they do that? Okay, second entry long. It's getting like very choppy. ATR is the swings are getting very small right now. We're up 324. I mean, I'm happy with those profits. I would like more. Obviously, I want my accounts to be about above $8,000. So I need about, I'm gonna base on my lowest account. I need about $1,000 more today. If I can hit 1,500 today, then. But I don't know if today will allow me to do it. This little thing kind of stopped my runner, unfortunately, and it is what it is. It could have been nice, but I just had no idea this was gonna happen. Basically got tick shot here. Stop loss hunted. Headshot. Sniped. Whatever you want to call it. Double bottom on the 5 minute chart. So we got a double bottom here currently. And this could really make this fly. What I don't like is the bear bars within the bull bars, mixing with the bull bars. What I do like is every bear bar does no follow through. There's no follow through any bear bar. And the bull bars are pretty strong. We're currently hitting like basically it's a W pattern. Right? Double bottoms are looks like W's, and what they say is W for win. So the idea is this is gonna pop up. and you got M for murder. So big M's create, basically double tops, but M for murder. I guess you can call this an M for murder right here. It's like an M looking thingamabobber, and ended up really pushing down. So yesterday was a really good day of trading, I thought. And I was coming to a point where I was making so much money, I had to lose money. You know the day's good when you're like at a point where you have to try to find ways to lose money. Yesterday my accounts got up to 34,000. Sorry, not 34,000. $3,400 in profits, and I was like, that's too much. Like that's gonna make it very difficult to get payouts, especially on my lower accounts. So I actually was like trying my best to lose money, and you know what happens when you try to lose money. It's actually more difficult than you think, and it's hard to lose. It's hard to do anything you actually try to do. That's the market, right? That's the rule of the market. If you actually want to, whatever you want to do, is actually kind of hard. If you want to lose money, it's hard. If you want to make money, it's hard. It's just hard. Maybe we just right away just try to lose money. Maybe I should. If I had a play account, I would try. But man, these accounts are too precious right now. These accounts are like 5 days old now. 35 days old. That is dinosaur status when it comes to prop firm accounts. Kevin Mack, I never had a problem losing money. Try to lose money and see what happens. Just do things that you're like you would never do. Bujo says I try to lose some, but I end up winning $1,000. It's a trip. It's seriously a trip. Okay. Very overlapping bars. Very choppy here. It's not good conditions right now to trade, unless you trade with limit orders. For me, what I would like is strong bull bar closing above this pivot high, and if this pivot high is has a strong bull bar, also if fails second short would be nice here to possibly come up and try to fill the gap above. Right, there's still a big gap above here at the all-time highs. The daily chart really bounced off the all-time highs, so it's kind of like, are we reversing? Did we double top off the all-time highs on the Nascraq? Like, is it actually possible we double top here? It could be. It could be. Who knows? This could be double top. Like, usually double tops don't look like this, though. Like, V bottoms, super strong bull bars. This looks like it's trying to break out of the all-time high. It looks like that. Unless it starts to go sideways here for a long time, then it's going to be more 50-50, but... Okay, so the 5 minutes kind of doing what I want to do. It is trying to get above this pivot and create a strong bull bar. And the bulls are already feeling pretty confident with these two bull bars. You can see that they went always in long here. The bulls are confident with these two bull bars. You can tell it's always in long because the moment this bar closes, this is the 5-minute chart, by the way, top right of your screen, you can check. And you can see that the moment this bar closed, basically got bought up. So the traders saw this bull bar and they just bought it. Without hesitation. Without much hesitation. Certainly a strong bull trend. Certainly annoying that I got sniped here. Or sniped here with my runner. But that is trading. That is the blood of trading. That's just... Trading is all about disappointment. And you become a better trader once you learn how to deal with that disappointment. And even better, the ultimate is expect a disappointment and trade and using that disappointment to your advantage to make money. That is like the ultimate. Once you get to that level, there's nothing else that you can learn. That is the top. Right? If you're at a place where you can make money, basically like, okay, so this is in my trading journey. This is where I feel like I'm at. And Pandas, like anyone who's following, I think they can testify to this. My trading journey is this. Like, this is where I am. On good days, I make a lot of money. I'm very good on my good days. On my bad days, I'm like 50-50. And that's an improvement because before on my bad days would just be busting my accounts. It's like a very high probability I bust my accounts on bad days. And it just takes one bad day. We've had so far, and the reason why I'm saying I feel like I've gotten better to like instead of busting my accounts, I'm like more 50-50 on my bad days is because we've had essentially 9 weeks. Like I'm saying this week's actually pretty good price action, so I'm gonna say that trend is done, right? The 9 weeks in a row of bad price action is over. We actually have some good price action this week, in my opinion, and I would say, basically when we reached the all-time highs, the market started to move, and um, so and it shows, right? Because this week I made $2,000 on Monday. I made $2,000 yesterday on Tuesday, and I'm up 324 today. Hopefully, I can make 1,500. So I can say like this week is actually good price action in my opinion. So, thus, right, my P&L, I've made, basically $80,000 in 2 days. But the reason why I bring that up is because all the bad days we've had the last 9 weeks, I've been more or less break even or a slow bleed. And that is a huge improvement from just busting my accounts from being tilted and getting frustrated. Like, it's a huge improvement from that. So I'll take it, right? Like, I believe that's the next step, and the even better than that is on the bad days now. I instead of being 50-50, I'm gonna be slightly green. And after that, on the bad days, quote unquote bad days, will hopefully turn to good days. And I'll really learn how to trade chop. Basically when I say bad days, choppy days, low volume days, lots of limit order trading, lots of reversals, no follow through on bars. All of these things combined to me represent a bad day. And because as a retail trader, follow through is our bread and butter. For me, is my bread and butter. Follow through on strong momentum and strong pushes, right? On a trend is my bread and butter, right? The trend is your friend, right? We try to take advantage of the fact that we can clearly see a trend happening and we want to jump in the trend. We want to ride the wave. We want to just participate in that move. But if the market does not do that, right? It does not trend or give us any type of hint or the market's going to go, then it's very difficult to make money. Those market conditions are very, very difficult. And so for me, I just so I kind of got what I wanted here on the 5 minute. Strong bull bar closing above this pivot. You can see another always in long. I think the bulls were waiting for that same setup. I was actually waiting for a second entry long to jump in here. It didn't give it to me. It gave me an OI pattern instead. So I kind of missed the setup. I was looking for the second entry long here to get long, but it didn't come out. So it is what it is. And I'm just sitting on my pause, waiting for a good setup. A good setup could just simply be coming back at least to our 20 EMA and at least back to our trend line. Right, this is some sort of spiking channel happening here. But I'm in my trading journey, and that's a step. That's definitely a step above, right? Like from when I first started 4 years ago, it was the where I am now. Like if my trading journey is the Dunning-Kruger effect, it is like the perfect example of the Dunning-Kruger effect. When I first started, I was absolutely killing it. I was making $500 a day, like every single day, and like minimum at least, right? And the thing is, I was doing it in a crazy way. I was scalping like 1 point, 4 point stop loss, trading a lot of contracts to get it, and I was able to make $500 a day, like I was. And the reason being is because that was a time of COVID. That was a time when the volatility was just insane. So in order to make 1 point on any like previous candles like breakout, it was just so simple. Like everything was 1 point at least minimum. So I found a lot of success early on, but man, like once the first year was done and that volatility disappeared, I realized I had no idea what I was doing. I was risking too much on my trades. My setups were not good. And then and I really, it was a rude awakening. I realized that this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. And so, and I would say first year amazing. Second and third year, very tough, very tough. Third year was probably my worst year of trading, which was last year. That was my worst year of trading. And I really had a hard time. Such a hard time, but a lot of lessons learned. And now we're entering my fourth year, and now this is the best year I've ever traded. And if it was a Dunning-Kruger effect, I'm kind of back to where I was when I first started with all my success, but now I've come back to the mountaintop with a lot more knowledge, a lot more wisdom, a lot more patience, a lot more self-awareness, and I'm back at the same peak, but a completely different trader. You know what I mean, pandas? And it's much better to be that way because now this peak is not. It's just the beginning, right? It's just the beginning. I basically double bottomed myself, and now we're at the pivot high, and now we're gonna break through that pivot high, pandas. That's how we're gonna do it. Sorry, that was a long rant, but this is just kind of like my journey, and I think the fifth year is just gonna get better and better, and hopefully maybe, by year five, six, seven, I want to be in the place where I'm not only making money on the good days, right, where we have strong follow through, good bull bars, bear bars, whatever it is, just getting good strong bars of follow through and trends. I don't. You should never double bottom yourself. That sounded terrible. Once I said, I don't know why I said that, but basically, I want to be in a place where not only can I make money on good days, like I think today's a good day. No real good opportunities to jump in here, but it's trending, and really you can go in any first entry if made money. I'm still waiting for a good pullback here, and it's just and the funny thing is, and also so I want to make money also on my bad days, choppy days. But the thing is, like my strategy really hasn't changed. What has changed is basically my analysis, my context, be able to read context better, and that came with a lot of work, a lot of studying, a lot of Al Brooks, a lot of looking at the markets, being exposed to it. So with all that combined, I just I've learned a lot. I've learned also like something about confluence. I think confluence is good. The higher time frames, as if it's like super bullish. Then really, I just trying to find good setups on the um, smaller time frames, like the 5 minute, 2500 tick chart. If it's super bullish, I'm trying to go long. I'm trying to go long on the smaller time frame. I'm trying to go long on the second entry long here if I can get it. We'll see though. The market's kind of being really limit order trading here. You can tell that there's two-sided trading, right? The bears are making money actually now, right? Before their bears were not making money, could not make money here, not 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 here. They made money here. They also made money here. They also made some money here and money here. So now the bears are making money. So you can see that bulls and bears are making money now. It means trading range. It means limit order trading. It means it's getting a little bit choppy. Right? When bears are making money on an uptrend, you know that second entry long, man. It's so tempting. I think I'm just gonna try. Am I gonna just try here? It's so choppy though. Strong uptrend. Hard to say. Maybe worth a small risk. One contract. One contract trade might be worth. Okay, outside bar reversal. Not interested anymore. I'm okay with the $300 profit today. I really am. I'm in no rush really to try to get my payouts tonight. If in fact, if anything, I don't mind if I have to wait as long as next Monday. Next Monday when I request payouts on my top 11 accounts, I wouldn't mind if it took that long for me to get the you know get my accounts up to 8,000, my lower accounts to 8,000. I wouldn't mind if just getting denied on the bottom half but getting approved on the top half, and the counts will kind of be almost at the same spot, like all my counts. There'd be some synchronization then, and we also would be synchronized on the 8 day trading cycle. So that's also nice. You got an OI pattern on the 2500 tick, strong uptrend. So I'm not gonna take if it breaks to the downside. Right, OI patterns you really want to take with trend. So if it breaks to the upside, I'll be more interested. But if it breaks to the downside, I'm not as interested actually. Yeah, I'm actually more interested if it breaks to the upside here. Even though it's like a wick here, I'm more interested because it's an OI pattern and it's with trend. You want to go with trend here on the OI. So, you just look for a 1-to-1 on the OI here. And that's your trade. It's really 50-50. And maybe slightly like 60-40 here because you're going with trend. Less probability because it's big wicks here, so it could just be continuation of more sideways trading. So that can also take away from your probability. This looks like it can take me out, but I mean the risk is small here. Right? How much is my risk? My risk is it's not even 10-point risk here, so I'm really okay with losing this. If I lose, I lose. It's really small risk here, but it's a setup to jump in on the uptrend here. Right? It's at least a setup to jump in the uptrend here. Popping up a little bit. Let's see if we can get like our small bamboo. This is one contract. Just looking for a little bamboo here if we can get it. And these are the trades you kind of want to take, right? Like low risk trades. Probability maybe 50-50, but low risk. A little better than 50-50 maybe. If I'm like really worried, I can take my risk off here and just see what happens. I personally want to wait for the candle to finish on the 2500 tick chart. I really want the first candle. I want the candle to finish on the 2500 tick. I want the candle to finish on the 2500 tick chart. That'd be great. Basically, I'm trying to let this cook a little bit. I'm curious to see if 5 minutes still going to be always in long here. If it is, then that'd be great for me. This thing is on a monster uptrend, I'll tell you that much right now. It really does feel like the market has some intention to fill the gap above, which is quite insane, but it is a possibility. Getting choppy again here. Strong bull bar on the 2500 tick chart makes me feel confident we can hit the one-to-one, but no follow through. Virtually no follow through on the strong bull bar. In fact, it gets reversed, it gets folded. Could be a continuation of the previous price action where we're really just chopping around. And not always, no always strong bull bar on the 5 minute chart, but not there's no always in long evidence of always in long trading. Again, it's the opposite. It gets just sold right away. We shall see here. I don't know if I'm going to get this. Again, it's only I don't think it's even 10-point risk. All right. Wow. Wow. We're still in this. Okay, good. I was like, what's happening here? Okay, I guess I made it. I guess I got it. Cool. I don't know, man. It just blasted off, so it is what it is. I was looking for a one-to-one, but what ended up happening was a 1-to-2 was made. 1-to-2 was made and it got snapped back down. 2500 tick chart, right? The 1-to-2 was made and it just kind of like got reversed right at the 1-to-2. For me, the 1-to-1 was enough, but jeez. Talk about some volatility. Just snapped up, super strong bull bar. But you can see now bears are still making money, right? There's a lot of limit order bears still present here as it was here. So, but on the 5 minute chart, pandas, like this is bullish. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bars where there was no consecutive bull bar or bear bars. No consecutive bear bars in the last 12 bars. Quite amazing. No consecutive bear bars with a lot of consecutive bull bars. Kringle said, it's crazy to follow your trading journey. I think I'm following you since 2020, only considering patience and emotions. You took a big step, probably distributing a lot to your current account sizes. I appreciate it. So keep up your positive trading approach. Results will follow. All right, thank you. I'll take it. Thanks for the encouragement. Tay says you should never double bottom yourself. Lewis says FBM. I don't know what that means. I know what FML means, but I don't know what FBM means. Blew an account $40 away from passing it. Believe me when I say I have been there and I have done that. It's too many times to count. I watched F1 yesterday. Pandas, watch it. It's such a good movie. I'm really happy. Movies are kind of coming back to reality, coming back to good stories. Like it's no longer like driven by, pandering to any type of political party or whatever. It is just pure like just a story. I lost two here. I won two. I won three here. I'm 3-2 right now. I'm up 499. Huge. Like I said, Pandas, on the 5-minute chart, what I really want to see was a strong bull close above this pivot high. And I really feel like the bulls will start feeling confident, and they are feeling confident. Like, I think they have intentions to fill this gap up here. And when I mean gap, I mean this gap. There's a gap here. Right from the close 2 days ago, there's a gap up here. I think the market has clear intentions to try to fill it. Super strong bull bar. What in the world's happening here? Again, I had a runner way down here that got sniped. You can see my runner got sniped right here with this arrow. And this was all bamboo, potential bamboo. It is what it is. Unfortunately, I don't know if I would have managed that any other way. It is what it is. You know what I mean, Panis? 12 pushes up. I mean, is anything stopping this, Pandas? Don't I need to jump in here whenever I can? Maybe the market wants to cool down a little bit or not. 12 pushes up. You know what they say, 12 times a charm. It's actually kind of crazy. 12 pushes up. Even with this, like, crazy volatility right here. You know how nerve-wracking it is just to go long here right now? Even though you're in a super strong uptrend, it's like, whatever you're doing, you're just scalping in and out here. Maybe the market wants to cool down a little bit. Maybe wants to cool down a little bit here. Maybe wants to cool down a little bit here. It's a limit order market. It's a bull limit order market. It's like the smallest teeny scalp you can imagine. 13 pushes up. If the pattern continues, it should break the previous candle's high. It should. Are these scalps worth it, Pandas? They're so small. Like the scalps are like so small. Like if you just break the previous candle's high, it's like 4 or 5 points. Now it's grinding. It's just grindy, but it's still very bullish. Wow. Incredible, Pandas. This move is fascinating. I love it. I love trading. It never ceases to amaze me. This is an impressive move up. It's been a long day, long time since we have an always in long day like this. I cannot tell you the last time I've seen an always in long trend like this 4 to 5 minute chart. It's been a very long time. And it comes off a double bottom here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Incredible. And then also more amazing is on the Globex session, we just bounced perfectly off the previous day's low, and we just V-bottomed off of it, and we're just rocketing up. Like, this is just crazy uptrend. It is like on a higher time frame, it is in breakout mode still. Like if you're looking at the 1 hour, it's probably like breakout mode. Let me check. On the 1 hour chart, it's just going crazy, huh? The 1 hour chart just finished, and it's just a super strong bull bar ending on its high, and that's just one bar. That's just one bar on the 5 minute on the 1 hour chart. Most likely follow through. This just looks very wow. All right, interesting. The trading range on the 1 hour chart. I've never really seen the trading range on 1 hour chart. Actually, it kind of also looks like a head and shoulders here. So interesting. I never looked at the 1 hour chart, so that's kind of fun. Let's see. Okay, we come back to the 20 MA. Fair enough. It looks like it created a hidden second entry long here. I'll take a real head. I'll take a real second entry long. This uptrend's not done. This uptrend is not. It's not finished for sure. This strong bull bar on the 1 hour chart, there's gonna be some follow through. Might be a small pullback, but there's gonna be strong follow through here. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna take this. I'm gonna just take it if it's actual. It's a micro to the bottom. Jeez, can't get any closer than that. A, B, C. It's a hidden second entry long. But I don't take hidden ones. I like technical ones. Right, it's a second entry long, but you can see in this one candle you made the move up and down and now back up. In this one candle you had two reversals, right? Oh, the second entry long does work. It's a hidden second entry long. It is what it is. Maybe I should just gone long on the strong bull bar. I mean, you're talking about 6 points here. I don't know. What are we really fighting for here? It's only worth taking the trade if you can take a limit order strong bull bar again on the 5 minute chart. So sick. So sick. This is so sick right now. Like, it's incredible, this move up. I mean, we can have a pullback on the 5 minute chart. It's okay, 5 minute chart. It's okay, bulls. You can have a pullback. You don't have to go straight up. You can have a small pullback if you want. Jeez. No one will judge you. All right, look at the 5 minute chart. It's like zero pullbacks. Absolutely incredible. Like after a pullback, another push up, I'm gonna take like the higher low. If we get a pullback here, I'm taking the higher low no matter what. In fact, I should just go long here at the bottom of this bar. Thinking always in long still. Incredible. Oh yeah, I watched F1 yesterday. Pandas is a great movie. Great movie. Great movie. It's a movie you should watch in theaters. To be honest, like there's not a lot of movies I say you gotta watch in theaters, but F1 definitely watch in theaters. Um, I was actually watching it and I was like, man, this F1 the soundtrack is amazing. Like it got me like pumped and like I was like the OST like. And the moment the movie ended, I just on my drive. The thing is, every time I watch like a driving movie, a racing movie, the drive back home always seems a little bit quicker. You know what I mean, Pandas? But I turned on the OST and I realized it was from Hans Zimmer made the whole sound OST. I was like, that's crazy. I realized what it's about. It's about F1 driving. It's about this like washed up driver and uh, he enters like the most prestigious F1 tournament and it's just his journey there. It's incredible. It's really good. The cinematography is incredible. It was like from beginning to end. I was just you do not lose attention to the movie. It's just so good. The cinematography, like it feels like when they go into like the cockpit view of the F1 car, it feels like Top Gun, like when they were like when you're in the cockpit in the jets, but I would say even more like intense because you're so up and close to other cars and like the road, like it's so much more to see. Like in the plane, it's kind of cool because like, but you know, but it's the sky. You're really looking at the sky. But in the F1 car, it's just like, wow, I can't believe people like this exists. Like people who can drive F1, honestly, it's like they're superhuman. Here I am, still waiting for a second long. Let's see if we get it. Great movie. Great movie. What do you guys feel about these crowns? What do you guys feel about these crowns? What do you guys feel about getting XP by chatting? That's really cool. I mean, I love it. I feel like it helps like incentivize people to keep chatting. Second entry long here, maybe. I'll try, whatever. I'll take it. It's the first second entry long in a very long time. It's also very late in trend, which is makes it less probable. If it's a bag signal bar, even less probable. Coming out for support, more probable. Okay. Bad looking signal bar. I guess I'll try. You're in the most massive uptrend in history here. We'll try with two. Just a small scalp. Not looking for much. Good signal bar coming out to 20 MA. At least for now. Okay, we're in. Oh, we're not even in this trade. I don't know. I might not be able to get in. That's how you know it's a good trade when you can't even get in the trade. Goes right through your order. Blows right through it, fortunately. I actually wish I was in this trade because I feel like there's a clear target above where I'm trying to hit. It might run away without me. Ooh, do I want it with a reversal now, though? I still couldn't get filled. Sick. Sick. I could not even get filled on this terrible signal bar. I could not get filled here, pandas. I simply could not. It's too bullish. I couldn't even get in. I think that honestly, it's just the grind is too grindy here. I couldn't even get in that trade. It's been a long time since I've seen a strong uptrend like this. I would say it's been basically like 9 weeks since I've seen like a always in long trade like this. These used to happen all the time. Not all the time, but it would happen like once a week. Always in long trading or always in short trading. Like it would happen like once a week. It was like a long dry period without like I think this is really good price action. Like if you're on the 5 minute chart, like you know exactly how to trade this if you love 5 minute chart. This is your wheelhouse, your bread and butter. You basically make all the money on this day for the whole year, right? If you just keep doubling up every single close of every single bar, if you just keep scaling up, like you can make all the money you need to make in one single day for the entire year. You can make millions if you know how to trade this. Millions, I tell you, millions. So sick. Getting a little bit hairy now. It's getting a little bit hairy. It's a clear target above. It's getting a little bit hairy getting there.
5-minute trap.
Okay. Okay, I know exactly what to do here. Going long if we can break the previous candle's high in the 5-minute. This is the first pullback. Very strong pullback though. But it doesn't mean much to me. It honestly doesn't mean much to me. I feel like the always and long traders know that this is opportunity. This is just opportunity here. Quite a strong push down though, I'll give you that. As a first pullback, it's quite strong. Okay, coming off the 20 EMA. Feels like entry long. Not interested. I feel like we're too bullish. Right, with this bull move, I think we're gonna have another leg up. I'd be very surprised if we don't have another leg up here. We need at least another leg up. Okay, this is failing. It might not fail, but it looks like it's about to fail. Reversed. This could be opportunity for the bulls. You can tell by the 5-minute. The moment this bar closed, they didn't care if it's a strong bear bar. They just bought it. With virtually no tail beneath. They're starting to lose a little steam. Second inch is short. Jeez. Second inch is short here. Maybe looking for one more leg down. We'll see. Yikes. Yikes if you're a bear. Yikes if you are a bear right now. Jeez. It's ridiculous. Any pullback you're thinking was going to be small anyways. Any pullback you thought was going to be small. Feels like I'm just short. I mean, that's a setup here. I'll like it to trigger. We're looking for a new high now. Looking for another push up here. This is the setup for it. I think it's worth. Let's try. Let's try here. I don't know. I don't know if I want to try more than this though. All right, we'll try. We'll try. I think this is good enough trade. We'll take a lot of risk here. I think it's an excellent trade to try here. Let's see. Okay, we're in this. It's too late now. We're in it. Whatever happens, happens, pandas. Whatever happens, happens. Good bull bar here. Good signal bar. Clearly wants to make a new high here. Clearly another leg up, in my opinion. It needs to make it. We hold, pandas. We're holding here. We're going to hold this. We're going to let it cook a little bit. Strong bull bars. We might have to hold this wrist the entire time. Okay, we hold. We're holding, pandas. We're holding. I think the 5-minute clearly wants to make a new high here. Whoa! We're out, pandas. Pandas, we just made another 2K. Pandas! Three days in a row, pandas. 2K. That's all I'm asking for is some good price action, and we're going to absolutely kill it day after day after day, pandas. That's all I'm asking for. Just give me some good price action, and we will absolutely kill it, pandas. 3 days in a row, $2,000 per day, $40,000 across 20 accounts. That is $120,000 made in 3 days, pandas. Pandas! Woo! Now I can request a payout on these. and get denied. But it's all good because we're simply trying to get denied so we can start our 8 days again. But pandas, how incredible of a journey. Pandas, I don't know if you remember, but these accounts were almost was less than $1,000 at some point. Do you guys remember? These accounts were less than $1,000 at one point during this journey. Less than, and within like the last couple of weeks, it was less than $1,000. Pandas! Whoo! And that's why price action is the best way to trade. I knew with this move up that whatever pullback we had was going to be small. In fact, the bulls, and I said, bulls see this as opportunity to jump in, and I was exactly right. The moment this bar closed, they bought it up. There's actually no tail here. The moment this bar closed, it doesn't matter if it's a strong bear bar. I knew bulls will see this opportunity because they know it's going to make another high. They knew it was going to make another leg up. Pandas! Easy capeasy. Jeez. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Can you believe it, pandas? We are up $2,000 again. I kind of wish we traded all our accounts, but what's more important to me, the main priority is to get the payout, right? That's the main priority. I kind of wish, all the accounts went up at this much. The other accounts are up like 300. These are up $2,000 basically. But pandas, like for me, what's more important is now I'm able to request a payout and hopefully get denied. Like not hopefully, but get denied and start over. Like that's what I'm trying to do here. What a way to get it, pandas. Like I called everything here. Like we're gonna try to hit this target. We saw this A. I saw this. This is like an A. I said this is an A setup at least, and we went heavy because we saw how strong this setup was. The failed trap beneath, the trap above to reverse it back up. Absolutely incredible, and that's what we call good price action. When we get our setups, setups work out beautifully. Woohoo! 2500 tick chart. It was just a test of the 20 EMA. That's all that was on this move down. Even though 2 strong bear bars in a row, it was just a test of the 20 EMA here. I also saw that as well as confluence, and okay, like if you're gonna just bounce off the 20 EMA, and we got like so much confluence here, it's just you gotta try. And with that trade, pandas, today we made 40K. Goodness gracious. Well, technically not really, because the other accounts we did not copy. We only copied it on the bottom 9 accounts. So the bottom 9 accounts, right? They're all above 8,000. Yeah, excellent. So now we can request payouts. I'm no longer breaking the positive 30% consistency rule, and now we are ready to get these accounts resetted. And the nice thing about resetting them is I just need to trade like very small. I just need 5 days of $50 or more on these accounts, and I can request max payouts, and that will be number 2, right? Payout number 2 on these accounts. And when I say payout number 2, I mean max payout number 2. So we got already $55,000 on our first max payout, and this is going to be max payout number 2, making 110K within like basically every month I'm making about $55,000 right now. 55,000. Basically every month we're making about 55K. The top accounts, I basically are getting 2 payouts in a row, which is great. And I kind of like it that's a little bit staggered because I think on the Apex side, they see that and they're kind of like, like it's not as brutal as getting $55,000. It's like, pandas! It was worth it. It was worth being tortured for the last 9 weeks just for this one good week of trading. Pandas, all I need is one good week of trading. That's all I need. And here we are 3 days in a row making $2,000. $2,000 3 days in a row, Pandas. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely just fired up right now. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And all we needed was good price action. We just needed volatility, right? We just needed the market to move. That's all we needed. It doesn't even have to move one single direction. It just needs to move like cleanly. Doesn't just not chop around. Like even yesterday, it just it didn't move in one direction. It didn't move only in one direction, but it moved, right? It moved very cleanly. There was some time there was chop, but there was also long moments where there's just no chop. Right? I hate when it goes like it basically breaks out, chops, breaks out, chops, breaks out, chops. Like those are very difficult days to trade. Because when it breaks out, you want to jump in the breakout, but then it just chops around again and it becomes 50-50. It's crazy. Pandas! Whoo! I mean, we're getting 110K in payouts, and that doesn't include all my previous payouts, right? I already made over 100K on TPT this year. I've had multiple max payouts with 5 accounts on Apex. I think I did like at least twice, and across 5 accounts, that's like $20,000. Right now, how much is 5 accounts? 5 times 27. 13,000 times 2. Yeah, like already $27,000 on Apex before this payout challenge. Before I even start this payout challenge. Absolutely insane, Pandas. I mean, absolutely insane. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it required a lot of patience to get here. Like a lot of patience. We are just wow. I cannot tell you how frustrating it was the last 9 weeks, but how worth it was. Like I was about to take a break from trading. Not gonna lie, Pandas. I was about to take a break. I was just almost couldn't handle it anymore. I just felt like the price action's bad, market conditions are bad. There's no reason to trade this. I'm just like kind of slow bleeding my accounts every single day, and I just like did not want to trade anymore. I was getting so frustrated. But Pandas, was it worth it for this week just to have a couple days of good price action? Kind of makes up finally for those last 9 weeks. We got 3 good days of price action here at Pandas. Now we're getting our payouts. Let's get it. Let's absolutely get it here. I'm about 8.5 on these accounts. Once I get payouts on the top ones, it'll be around 60K. So, okay. I think I still want to kind of trade these accounts even. Well, after I request payouts, I think I'm going to keep trading them a little bit to get them above 10,000. Like, I feel nice when the accounts are above 10,000. The reason why is because once you request max payouts, it's like you lost, 2750. Like you had like a losing day of 2750, and that's a big losing day, right? Basically, whenever you take money out, you have to consider that as like you lost that money, like at least in your account. Like you put it in your bank account, but when it comes to trading, that it's like a red day. It's like a 2750 red day essentially. So you have to consider that. So that's why like. Before requesting payouts, I like to have a good amount in my accounts before doing so. But I also want to get payouts as soon as possible. I'm going to have to think about it. I think I'm going to just keep trading up to 10K. Hopefully we'll get there. I'm like scared. We might enter like turbulent waters again, but we'll see. Like ever since the all-time high was touched on Nascraq, we just had some really good trading days. Right, these 3 days have been excellent. I loved it. I love it. Yeah, Pandas, I still can't tell you like how it's still bright. It's still clear as day. That one time where the price was not filling the gap. It missed the gap by like a tick. Literally one tick and missed it by one tick and it reversed. And my I was like in 4 contracts and I was like trying to hit that like that target and it just kept reversing at one tick and I blew a gasket. That's when I just lost my mind. And I still remember it's clear as day. But pandas now we're actually hitting our targets. We're actually going through them, like getting to them and going through them a little bit. So it's just like it's so much better. This is so much better, pandas. So much better. Goodness gracious, pandas. This reversal is not the worst reversal. It's an okay reversal to take. I think it can be a bigger pullback here. But we already made our bamboo, so we're chilling here. We're chilling, pandas. Pandas. With that being said, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. And also, by the way, anyone wondering, I pulled the trigger on a C8 on a Corvette. I pulled the trigger on one, and I am super excited. And it's gonna be delivered to my bamboo hut in close to the end of the week, and I am super excited for it, and really excited to give it to Papa Panda. I'm like making I'm making a plan. I'm devising a plan on how to do it. And it could be a little cheesy, but I think it could be fun, at least for me. And it'll help maybe get some good reactions. And I really want to surprise Papa Panda. Nice. What color? It's a red C8 with a black racing stripe. Yeah. Yep. It's a 3LT Z51 front lift. It's has all the bells and whistles. It's a it's not a Z06. Z06, like I don't know if Papa Panda could even drive a Z06, to be honest. Like it might actually be dangerous. But I'll take the Z51 and more for touring, cruising and joyriding. So not for like track racing or anything like that. Pandas! Absolutely amazing here. We absolutely killed it today. Again and again and again. It is what it is. The thing is, like, tomorrow when I trade, I gotta forget that today happened. Right? You're only as good as your next trade. You cannot let this day give you so much confidence where you start taking dumb trades, where you feel invincible. You have to come back to reality and realize tomorrow could be a terrible day and it could be a negative $2,000 day. You gotta be okay with that, and you have to have the mindset of that every single day. You cannot come overconfident to the market. The market will always humble you. So tomorrow we're gonna come back to reality, but today we're gonna just bask in just how amazing that we've been doing the last couple of trading sessions in a row, $2,000, 3 days in a row. You gotta love it. Pandas, thanks for joining. Appreciate your support. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.